Let's take a look at everything that was leaked, dropped, or announced during this past month of February. Hey guys, it's Jedi Lex and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at everything that was leaked, dropped, or announced during the past month of February, and we got quite a lot of stuff that I'm super excited to talk about with you, so let's jump right into it. First, we'll go ahead and start with Funko, just like always, because we did get a handful of announcements from them this past month, and some of them are a little bit more exciting to me than others. The first two that we got is an Obi-Wan Kenobi with a Hello There speech bubble, as well as a Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker 2-pack with an I Am Your Father and no speech bubble. And at the moment, I am not a fan of these speech bubble Funko Pops. I think the molds on the Pops themselves look absolutely amazing, and if it didn't have the speech bubble with it, I would totally pick these up. And I understand why people like the speech bubble Funko Pops because it totally captures the moment and the iconic lines that go along with it perfectly, but I just don't think the speech bubbles are for me at the moment. These next two pops are both GameStop exclusives, with the first one being a Qui-Gon Jinn Force Ghost from the Kenobi series that also glows in the dark, and I think it looks absolutely amazing and is a pop I'm looking forward to picking up. But this next pop is probably the best announcement that we got last month, which is going to be Starkiller. We have been waiting on this pop for a very long time. It has been rumored for the longest, it's been sitting in the pipeline, and it's finally going to hit shelves. It looks absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to pick this pop up. Target Con brought two new pops to us this past month, with the first one being a Rey and Kylo Ren 2-pack, and the second one is a Darth Vader inspired by the ending scene in Revenge of the Sith, where he is rising up off of the operating table, and this is a pop I had to pick up, and it looks absolutely amazing, and it makes me super excited to see what other pops we're gonna get for the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. The only Funko rumor that we got this past month is of some deleted scenes of Jabba, Biggs, and a Sand Trooper. Moving on to LEGO, we didn't get too much from them this past month, but we did get a rumor of a Luke Skywalker Rebel Pilot Brickhead, which is supposed to have 138 pieces and hit the shelves this May. Gentle Giants made some exciting announcements this past month, starting with the Rebels Ezra Bridger animated mini bust, which I love Rebels and I love the mini bust, so this is absolutely perfect, and I already pre-ordered it. They're also doing the Old Republic Jedi Knight Revan gallery statue, as well as the Return of the Jedi Low Gray Milestone statue Valentine's Day website exclusive, a Revenge of the Sith Darth Vader first appearance jumbo figure, and lastly, the Clone Wars Ahsoka Tano gallery statue, which is another piece I am highly considering picking up. For the past several months, Hot Toys has been putting out a lot of heat. However, this past month, they only made one announcement, which is this TIE Fighter pilot, which is kind of surprising that we only got one announcement, but it's probably best for everyone's wallets. Last month, Hasbro hosted another live Hasbro Pulse Star Wars fan stream where they announced a ton of new collectibles, but first we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Black Series figures. So they announced a Kit Fisto from Revenge of the Sith, an R2-D2 from Revenge of the Sith, a Count Dooku from Revenge of the Sith, a Director Orson Krennic from Andor, a Cassian Andor from Andor, an Imperial Praetorian Guard from The Mandalorian, and lastly, a Moff Gideon in Dark Trooper armor from The Mandalorian. As far as the vintage collection goes, we only got a handful of announcements from the fan stream, with the first one being an Imperial Armored Commando from The Mandalorian, a Ponda Baba, a Moma Nadon or Hammerhead, and lastly, a Land Speeder, which was actually a pipeline reveal. In rounding out Hasbro, the only other announcement that we got was of a Clone Trooper 501st Legion Black Series helmet. Before moving on to my last segment, which is now going to include books along with comics, there are some other collectible items that were announced this past month that I don't feel like fit into my prior segments, so I've kind of created them their own category, which is going to be the miscellaneous category. So some of the items that were announced include the Star Wars Shatterpoint I Am No Jedi Deluxe Dual Pack, which was a convention exclusive, and now I don't play Shatterpoint, but this pack makes me really want to get into it. Twilight of the Apprentice is one of my favorite duels and episodes, and this looks absolutely amazing, so I don't know, I might have to get into Shatterpoint. They also announced the 2024 Topps Star Wars Hyperspace Hobby Box, as well as the 2024 Topps Star Wars Galactic Antiques. They also are doing the Power of the Force Pirate Captain Brutus from Port Borgo, a Power of the Force Chewbacca, a Power of the Force Master Yoda, and a Power of the Force SM-33, and lastly, a Micro Galaxy Squadron TIE Interceptor. As I start to wrap up, we'll first start with books and then move into comics that we got this past month. So starting with books, we got The Force Unleashed 2, The Essential Legends Collection by Sean Williams, Scoundrels, The Essential Legends Collection by Timothy Zahn, Dark Lord, The Rise of Darth Vader, The Essential Legends Collection by James Luceno, Reign of the Empire, The Mask of Fear by Alexander Freed, and then Sanctuary, a Bad Batch novel by Lamar Giles. And last but certainly not least, let's go ahead and take a look at the comics that we got this past month. So we got the Legacy of Vader #1, Ahsoka #8, the High Republic Fear of the Jedi #1, the Rise of Skywalker Adaptation #1, Star Wars The High Republic Adventures Phase 3 #15, and lastly the Hyperspace Stories The Bad Batch Ghost Agents #1. So there you guys have it. That was everything that was leaked, dropped, or announced during this past month of February. And while we got a ton of really great announcements, I think my top 3 favorites are going to be the Star Killer Funko Pop, the Ezra Bridger animated mini bust, and then the Sanctuary Bad Batch novel. But let me know down in the comments, what were your favorite announcements? Did you pre-order anything? Are you going to pick up anything? Let me know. I am always interested to hear from you guys. But I think that pretty much does it for today's video. So as always, guys, thank you for watching my videos. I'll see you next time. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, as well as subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, or even click to watch one of my other videos, and may the Force be with you.